Here are 25 unique and helpful life hacks that might remind you of the wisdom passed down by grandmothers. Tip number 1. Use banana peels as a natural fertilizer by burying them in the soil to boost plant growth. Tip number 2. Place a piece of aluminum foil under the ironing board cover to reflect heat and speed up the ironing process. Tip number 3. Use citrus peels in your trash bin or refrigerator to neutralize odors and keep things smelling fresh. Tip number 4. Mix equal parts of white vinegar and water for a streak-free glass cleaner. Tip number 5. Baking soda for deodorizing. Sprinkle baking soda in shoes, carpets, or refrigerators to absorb and eliminate odors. Essential oils for moths. Place a few drops of lavender or cedarwood oil on cotton balls and store them in your closet to deter moths. Tip number 7. Grind eggshells and flush them down the drain to help dislodge grease and gunk. Tip number 8. Use toothpaste to polish silverware or remove scuff marks from floors. Tip number 9. Frozen grapes for chilling drinks. Use frozen grapes instead of ice cubes to chill your drinks without watering them down. Tip number 10. Cornstarch for grease stains. Sprinkle cornstarch on grease stains on fabrics and let it sit before brushing off to absorb the grease. Tip number 11. Place crumpled newspaper in shoes or drawers to absorb moisture and neutralize odors. Tip number 12. Apply lemon juice to stains on white fabrics and let it sun-dry to lighten the stain. Tip number 13. Mix olive oil with lemon juice to create a natural furniture polish that cleans and shines wood. Tip number 14. Use rubber bands for jar opening. Wrap a rubber band around a stubborn jar lid to get a better grip and make it easier to open. Tip number 15. Place cucumber slices in your fridge to help absorb moisture and keep vegetables fresh longer. Olive oil for shaving. Use olive oil as a shaving cream alternative for a smooth shave and to moisturize your skin. Tip number 17. Use an old sock as a dusting mitt. It's great for getting into nooks and crannies. Tip number 18. Use a toothpick to support small seedlings and guide them as they grow. Tip number 19. Mix used coffee grounds into your garden soil to enrich it with nitrogen. Tip number 20. Rub dryer sheets over your clothes before putting them on to reduce static cling. Tip number 21. Ice cubes for carpet dents. Place an ice cube on carpet dents left by furniture, let it melt, then fluff the fibers with a fork. Tip number 22. Place used tea bags in your shoes to absorb moisture and reduce foot odor. Tip number 23. Marble for humidity control. Place a few marble stones in your bathroom or closet to help absorb excess moisture and prevent mold. Tip number 24. Apply a small amount of peanut butter to sticky residue on surfaces, then wipe clean with a cloth. Tip number 25. Clean and condition leather furniture or shoes with a mixture of milk and water to keep them soft and supple. These tips blend practicality with resourcefulness, reflecting the timeless wisdom of those who've experienced and solved everyday challenges. If you found these hacks helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more timeless advice.